All right, this is like one of the office spaces, and you've got a hallway here. Trying to get some lights on, but little offices, probably F&I. Who knows what this office was. We still got popcorn ceilings. I don't know how recently they've been redone. But this is quite, it looks like this is a cashier window that was used. All right, so this is the building here that I'm going into. As you can see, here's the back gate and the service stalls. So here's a door that's in the back building, all the way in the back portion. And let's take a look here. Got some floor covering issues, but the insides have been, look like recently redone. The air conditioning filters and ceiling tiles may need to be replaced, but this looks like a dispatch area service department. We've got, which is what it was being used for, access toward the service department. Looks like this may have been billing or something like that. Maybe a break room for the mechanics. Let's see here. You got no power over here, but here's an office, good size office. Here's a good size office with the door toward the back. So the whole place is on 3.64. There's a body shop that was operational here, and apparently Grant's telling me that they recently got filters changed in it. But so here's one of the large service bays, and here there's no lifts because I think this was all body shop. So you can see the distance. So we're basically 3.64 acres. Here's the back lot. You remember the fence. Here's the booth, paint booth. I'm just going to kind of take a look at this. Some of this stuff you might recognize and know a little bit more than I, what it is, the age of it, and what is of value and what's not. So we've got 1, 2 paint booths, and I think this is probably a mix room with access to both booths. So the mix room's right dead center, and you've got, looks like 4 doors in addition to the paint doors out here. And they got a bunch of dumpsters out here, so I'm sure that they were recycling what they could. So I apologize if this is a little bit shaky, but just doing the best I can. So this looks like maybe another paint booth, but it might be an older one that needs to be brought back. So some of these, depending on how much of it you want to use, you may have some out-of-pocket expense if you want to get them operational. So here's the center gate that goes out toward the showroom and the street to give you kind of perspective. So basically you've got this long-ass building in the back of the property, okay? And you've got 2 buildings separated by a center fence. There's one, there's the outside gate, and here's the 3rd building in the back. Looks like we got utilities in here, gas. Alright, so here we are. We got looks like a frame straightener over here and 5 lifts. So, you know, part of this deal is that you might be able to lease out the body shop portion to offset some expenses. Here's the rear door. Well, you can't see it. And this might be a little bit too dark, but there's another door there. And another door that goes toward the second portion of the building. And we can certainly get an inspector if you want to. Okay, so I'm walking toward the back portion of the frontage lot, or where it fronts the Fremont, or not Fremont, but Oakey. So this is the back northwest corner. Alright, so there's the door that was inside that we took a shot of. Here's a container. Here's another door and a portion of a building that hasn't been used in a while, so I don't know what's in there. But as you can see, here's a back fence that can be utilized. Here's another office with a roll-up. So there's a lot of room here to do a lot of shit. A lot of this stuff, I don't know. He says that any kind of equipment that's here that's usable, you've got access to. I'll have to find out, you know, if you can get in here and junk some of this shit out if you don't wander it around, especially if you plan to do a nice 10-year lease. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. I'm driving, as you can see, but I'm going slowly toward the side lot, which is on Oakey. And as you can see, we've got JD Auto Sales right next door. And here's his facility and all his cars. And then on this side, you can see there's the gate and the entrance, and there's a guy's grocery cart. So now you're coming up to the side here. And here's the sign, here's the corner of Fremont, there's the warehouse door, one of them, and a gate. Here's the side entrance to the dealership. So I'm on Fremont and Boulder, or Fremont and Oakey, beg your pardon. It turns into Boulder at Sahara, I think. So I'm going to make a right and just give you a drive down Fremont Street, so you can see what this place looks like as you're driving by it. Okay, you got a trailer supply, a furniture store right down here, and you've got all these motels and car places that have been converted. You got Desert Value Center, used cars. You got the place that you missed. I'm not rubbing it in, I'm just saying. You got National. You got Auto Unlimited. Then you've got the Collision Center for Dick Wilson Toyota. Is right there. Caliber Collision. Then you got Auto World. Now we're on St. Louis and Fremont Street. We got a young lady in a bikini on St. Louis, right next to the Circle K. And I know it's going to be, I think, 114 today. But it is hotter than a stovepoke. You got Spring Valley Auto Sales and then Automax right there. So we're at the corner of St. Louis and Fremont. There goes the little bikini lady. And then as you can see, you got all the car stores, and then you got another easy finance place right there. Let me see here. I'm going to pause this and come back. Alright, so now we're going towards Sahara. And here again on this side of the street you can see a bunch of car stores. On this side of the street some more. Okay, you got no sales. So now we're coming up to the corner of Sahara and Boulder Highway, or Fremont. And we'll take a right and shut this thing off, but that's basically where you're at. Thanks, Paul. Talk to you soon. Bye.